Yes, weighing in with the man behind the magic, Pat Barrett. Pat, it's a pleasure to have you on the channel. Let me congratulate you not once but twice. Tonight for Amar and also for Zelfa winning the European title. But we'll come on to that shortly. First, talk to me about Amar's performance tonight.
Amar boxed very well. He didn't box like no 2-0 fighter, 3-0 now. You know, he's very professional about what he's doing. He went in the ring, he was thinking, he was working to instructions, he was doing the same things that we worked on in the gym. He was trying to open his opponent up before he went through. He wasn't just looking there to bomb him out, knowing that he sold a lot of tickets. He didn't let the crowd get to him, he stayed calm, he remained calm, he boxed well. And to me, but he was learning the game like a seasoned pro. Now bear this in mind, this is the first time that me and Amar has worked together. We worked a lot in the gym, but not in a fight. So, I mean, come within due time, you'll see a lot different.
I spoke to Amar at one of your recent shows. He said he knows he has the boxing ability, but he wants to add that viciousness, that power shot ability. Is that something you've worked on in camp?
We worked on a lot more things in camp, and part of that viciousness is by him boxing to his style, by remaining calm, cool and relaxed, and that's when his punches flow off. His speed is his power, and it's not like it's like anything, you overcook it, you ruin it, and if he overforces it, it doesn't benefit. But when he's nice and loose and relaxed, his speed is his key.
You touched on it, but from what you've seen with Amar, and based on tonight, how far do you think Amar can go? Can he reach that European level, maybe even world?
You know what, it's very hard to say, because if we could possess what the future could bring with them, we could, be down the betting office every day. What I do believe, I think Amar is good enough to go all the way. The ability, just on the abilities to what I see. And me as a trainer, I believe in my fighters all the time, and that's what makes a combination. That I believe in them, they believe in me, and that allows us to be a fully packaged.
Now I've mentioned the European title. It's a title you won in your day, and you've been blessed to see your nephew Zelfa win it too. How much did it mean to you and the family on that significant date?
It means a lot. It means a lot to me anyway, to actually bring a kid from absolutely nothing, right from the bottom, to bring him right to where he's at now. And that's, there isn't many trainers that can do that, and I'm not going to tell myself it's like being given a fighter and saying, there you go. Even if I'm given a fighter, I've still got to be the one to make them be the fighters that they turn out into. With Zelfa'S, come right from the bottom to be a European champion, talking about fighting for the world title. Same with Lyndonarthur, and same with the boxers in the gym. It makes me proud, because these kids were unrecognised before, and they're at the top of the game.
Just going back to that European title win, the performance itself, in my opinion, was punch perfect. The main event on that card, we saw joecordina, someone who's always linked. If that fight was to happen, how do you see it going?
I don't like how people keep mentioning joecordina to me, to be quite honest with you, because it's not about joecordina, it's about Zelfa'Barrett. And in joecordina's interview, joecordina didn't get asked nothing about Zelfa'Barrett. So, I mean, this is about, if you're going to interview me, it's about Zelfa'Barrett. It's not about how Zelfa would do with joecordina, because Zelfa would do good with anybody it goes in the ring with when it comes to the day. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not trying to make a match what's not going to happen. If it's going to happen, then they know where we are. You know what I mean? And if it is, that's if it does. But it's not something that I want to talk about. My concentration is purely on my nephew, Zelfa'Barrett.
100. I saw Zelfa straight back in the gym just a few days after. It looks like he's already preparing for the next one. Have you and Zelfa discussed what's next?
You always prepare for the future, don't you? I mean, you always have to be ready for it, and we've not discussed what's next. We're just open-minded to be whatever comes. I would like Zelfa to defend his title now, the European, in Manchester, and headline the show. I would like Eddie to do something decent for Zelfa and say, you know what, this is what I'm going to do. We're going to do something at the Manchester Arena.
Do you think Zelfa'S overlooked by Eddie?
I'd say slightly, yeah. I mean, I think he doesn't realise what Zelfa'S not an Olympian. He's never didn't go in the Olympic Games. He didn't have anything like that. It wasn't no GB kid, yeah. And people are more like, what do you call it now? the more like branded fighters, that's what they think are going to make it. But these branded fighters can be the worst fighters ever, because when they don't know what the bottom, nothing grows from the top. The best things grow from the bottom upwards. Yeah. What grows from the top, when it falls off, it stays down. What comes from the bottom, when it grows up and it falls down, it reseeds itself and it grows again. Do you know what I mean? There's levels, there's difference.
Hard knowledge dropping right there. Listen, lastly, before I let you go, you mentioned Lyndon Arthur. I did see you at the Boxer event, having a little chat with Ben Shalom. Is there anything you can tell us that came from that conversation?
No, nothing.
Nothing at all?
Nothing.
Pat Barrett, thank you for your time. Thank you for weighing in.
Thank you.